have anybody else out there, Bob? Or can we
No,
read?
but it's another minute and a half. I just want to make sure that no one's in the waiting room.
Okay.
So immediately at 7, you can begin. Brian, if you want to just start reading the remote announcement, then that will take us to 7. We can get rolling.
All right. Pursuant to the governor's suspending the certain provisions of the open meeting laws, Chapter 30A, Section 18. This meeting of the Bridgewater Zoning Board of Appeals will be conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time. This meeting is being recorded and within 48 hours will be posted as a link on the town website. With us tonight are myself, Brian Heath, Chair. We have Anna Klimas, Vice Chair, Dan Greenberg, Member, and for the Town of Bridgewater staff, Robert Ruley, Community and Economic Development Director, and Steve Solari, Building Commissioner. This time, everybody's mic is muted. The board's mics will be unmuted throughout the whole meeting. As it appears on the agenda, the project representatives' mics will be unmuted. If the project is a public hearing and allows for public comment, we ask that you use the chat feature to ask your questions by listing your name and address and your question. The chair will recognize all questions in order. You can use the raise my hand feature in the participant menu, and you will be unmuted when the chair recognizes you again. Please state your name and address before asking your question. If you're on a phone, you can dial *9 or to raise your hand and be selected. Right now, we open the meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals for Bridgewater. For us, we have one item on the agenda tonight. It's a request for a special permit for 0 Auburn Way. The applicant is Pillar LLC, being represented by Frank Gallagher. Is that correct, Frank?
Yes. Yes.
Frank, if you just walk us through what you're looking for, we'd appreciate it.
Okay. Well, we're looking for a special permit for a retreat lot. And this is from, it's section 8.2 of the Bridgewater zoning regulation. And what it states is that essentially, if you have a lot that has only 30 linear feet of frontage, but has 150,000 square feet, it can be established as a buildable lot under this retreat lot section 8.2 in the zoning regs. And that's what we have for a property on Auburn Street. We've got a lot that we created actually by Form A, and the Form A plan that was endorsed by the planning board refers to this particular parcel as a lot 4 on that plan. And it stipulates on the plan that it's that a special permit would be required in order to make it a buildable lot. The plan, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at it now, was March 29th of 2001, and it was endorsed by the planning board. And it did create this lot that we can show you, but it's again, it's not buildable until such time as we get the special permit from you. This lot, it meets all of the requirements that are specified in section 8.2. And so, I don't,
Frank, if I could, I'm gonna, guys, if you don't mind, I share screen for a minute.
Please.
Can everybody see the plan that was presented as part of the package?
You can see it.
Okay. So I see here is map 79 lot 4. However, it looks like you're coming in somewhere around, well, utilizing this lot here, which is, unless these were all merged or something, that's lot 18.
mhm.
And on this, I went in and blew it up a little, and the towns went into the town map. Has anything been done with this lot 8? Is that where it's coming in, Frank?
You're right about where the access is coming in.
It's right in here.
It is right there. But something has been done to the assessor's map. I don't think the town's assessor records have caught up to it yet. Because they're not reflecting the lot line changes that came about from that Form A plan that I just referred to. What that Form A plan did was it took several of these assessors' lots that were all under the same ownership, and it just basically reconfigured the lot lines. It took into account 4 different parcels from that assessor's map. All
Okay.
of them were under the same ownership, but they were shown as different parcels on the assessor's map.
So
And
is that correct then, Frank? Then they've kind of merged these into what you're
Yes.
doing now?
correct.
Now, was the on the assessor's map, what was lot 4? Was a section of that abutted the road pulled out and put into another lot?
Lot 4, let me just take a quick
That's
look.
the
Yeah, lot 4 is by
bigger
far
one.
the largest of the parcels that were shown on that assessor's map. But this estate lot is really a portion of lot 4, and it's a portion of lot 18 again on the assessor's map, and it's actually a portion of lot 2 as well.
Right. You've got this is 18. This is lot 2, and on the assessors, this is lot 4.
Correct.
Looking at the map that was provided, it looked as if that it came down in here, but it looked like there was a new lot line cut across here.
Mhm.
So
That's
that
right. There is.
this is a separate lot now.
Yes.
Okay.
I
I was just having difficult time understanding, looking at an assessor's map and stuff.
Yeah.
What was going on?
I don't know if I might. I could take a shot at sharing this Form A plan with you.
Well, this is what we were provided.
Yes, and that's really the estate lot that we're looking at right there. So
Right.
when all of the reconfiguring of all these lot lines and all the redivision of all these assessors parcels, when it all shakes out, this estate lot is one of the new parcels that's been created there.
So is this road, and are these the borders for the lot?
Yes,
So the road. Now, on the assessor's map, up at the road, there was only 28.8 feet. It's supposed to be 30, but
Mhm.
did something get done? Because it says 40 feet up here.
yeah. Yes, they, if you look if you take a look at what we're looking at right now, one of the assessor's parcels, the one that's referred to as parcel number 1, is just to the left, or it
Right.
would really be to the west
Correct.
of our driveway entrance.
Yes. Did you get
And
some
so-
planned off of that?
We did,
Okay.
yes. And that's what gave us the 30 feet of frontage that was needed.
All right. So basically this whole road is a minimum of 30 feet
Yes,
width throughout the whole thing.
yes,
I'm guessing it's over 300 feet because I see you put a hammer in at the end, turn around.
it's quite a bit over 300. It's close to 1,000.
Okay. And we're above 150,000 square feet. The uplands are above the 40,000 required,
Mhm.
correct?
Yes, in fact, we're just about 4 times greater than that 150,000. It's a much larger lot than it really has to be by section 8.2.
Okay, so
It's-
under 8.2, you appear to meet all the requirements
Mhm.
to get the retreat lot approved. Anna or Dan, any questions regarding this now that we get a better understanding of what's
I
going
have a
on?
quick question. So this cart path that's shown on the west side of the existing upland bog there, it's like just parallel to it.
Oh, this one here, yeah.
Yes,
And if you look at, even like a Google map, an
Mhm.
overhead of that, is that an active path that's being used? Because it
It
kind of
is.
intersects your
It
driveway
is.
there.
It is. The 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 original owner here was Imhoff, and they still maintain ownership of a house that's just to the south of this
Right.
parcel. And
So-
what you're seeing is their existing driveway.
This cart path is a driveway?
Yeah, that's
So,
the
so
way
how
they
is
get
that an easement on the property? How is that going to work?
The way that's going to work is as part of this construction, we're actually going to give them a new driveway. If we went back to Auburn Street, if we could scroll back, right, they still own what's to the west of our entrance. And we're gonna build a second driveway that would just be for their use. And
Is it
let
gonna
me
be
just,
over here?
it would be, yep, right in that
Right in
area,
here?
yes, yes.
Well, one of the problems though, too, guys, is you can't have a driveway curb cut within 25 feet of an existing.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Mhm. And we,
And the wetlands, yeah.
but we can meet those requirements. Let me just back up just a quick minute and say, we've gotten approval from Bridgewater's Conservation Commission for just this plan that we're looking at. They've given us an order of conditions for the work that's within their jurisdiction here. And this subject came up when we met with them, and they actually asked us to provide them with a second plan that would show a driveway to the Imhoff's property that would replace the car path that one of the members was referring to a few minutes ago. And we did give them that, and we did show them that we can put a driveway in that meets the 25-foot offset from the one that we're proposing on this estate lot. And it also stays outside of the 25-foot wetland buffer that the Conservation Commission seeks to maintain. So we do have a design for that.
But what's gonna happen, Frank, is if this is approved, then, and without an easement or a license agreement, you've just created a landlocked lot in the back. Because you haven't established that new driveway yet, correct?
What do you
Correct.
got, Steve?
We haven't gotten all of the approvals for that driveway, but we have,
Right,
we have, I guess what amounts to a nod from the Conservation Commission that says, yes, with the plan that you've submitted, you would be meeting the requirements that we generally hold to as part of an approval, so.
yeah, that's
We
all
do
good and
have-
fine, but I don't know of any judges that have recognized nods to be a legal term.
Yeah,
Steve, did you have input on that? I'd be curious.
No, Bob got, because when this was brought to my, my office, I had talked to Frank and told him that the new driveway would have to be placed 25 feet from this. As you can see, the driveway shifts way to the, well, me looking at the plan, way to the right. So
Yeah,
the
it's
new
over
driveway
here.
had to be 25 feet away, and that they had to create a new driveway through, because the land that goes down on the right, on the left-hand side, goes all the way out back to that property. And as Bob said, it really is in the hands of conservation, because that is going to be their access point to the house out back.
Plus, it looks like that driveway is about, what, 12 feet wide? Usually they are. I don't know if it says it. Yeah, right there, actually.
It
12
says
feet wide.
12 right here.
yes,
So, I mean, even by my eye, it looks like it would fit in there the way they have it, the orientation that it's in.
Yeah.
Okay.
You still have 28 feet here. And if
Yep.
you did the driveway over here, you could get the 25 feet.
Yeah,
And
and
it's
you're
only
still-
at the street. I mean, they can come closer.
Right.
Once it's done.
Okay.
But again, I think as Steve pointed out, Frank, that we're only going on this to do that driveway. You've got to, that's separate.
right. It is.
And those are, that easement from Brockton Edison, that's an overhead wire easement.
Yes,
Is there any kind of path or road underneath that for maintenance that crosses property?
it's opened, yeah, it is, it's accessible and it's, you can travel up and down that easement in a vehicle.
Yeah, so it's going down here.
So what are the implications on access to that then, where it also intersects with the driveway? None.
You have to look at what the easement agreement was in terms
Yeah.
of, whether it's, gives them, I'm sure they have rights for maintenance.
Yep.
I mean, they don't have a fee interest in it, but
Same thing in over in West Bridgewater, where driveway actually goes right down under the power lines. And they just use it for maintenance.
Right.
Okay.
That's, yeah, there's nothing that precludes you from putting a driveway through an Edison easement like that.
Mhm.
You just can't block them from accessing it. And
Right.
this wouldn't do that. This
Okay.
proposal wouldn't block them from being able to travel that easement.
Anna or Dave, any additional questions?
No.
All set?
Brian, there
anybody
is a Mr. Sargent that has joined. I don't know if he, in a public meeting, I don't know if he wants to be heard on this or not.
Just going to ask that. If anybody was out there that wanted to ask a question?
Mr. Sargent, if you can hear us, you can unmute yourself if you would like to speak. Going once, going twice. Apparently, Mr. Sargent does not wish to speak.
Okay, then at this time, if someone would make a motion to close the public comment.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to close.
Mr.
Second.
Greenberg made a motion.
Anna, second the motion. All in
Okay.
favor? Aye.
You have to do a roll call, Brian, please.
Anna?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
Aye. So the public comment section is closed. Looking at this and listening to Mr. Gallagher, it appears that he meets all the requirements of the bylaw 8.2 in relation to the retreat lot. Would either Dan or Anna like to make a motion in regards to the request for the special permit?
I will make a motion to approve the request for a special permit under 8.2, having the applicant having met all of the requirements for the standards of a retreat lot.
Second,
And I'll second.
Mr. Greenberg seconds it.
all in favor? Anna?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
And myself, aye. The motion, the request is granted.
All right, well, thank you all very much. Appreciate your time.
All right, good luck.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks. Yeah,
Thank you.
bye.
So Bob, we have, that is the end of the public hearing portion, correct?
Right. Yep, so you can move on to the next agenda item,
Would do,
which is
Do
the
we
fee
need to make a
schedule.
motion to close
do we
the
need,
public hearing?
Yes,
close the public hearing? Yeah.
So I make a motion to close the public hearing?
Second?
I'll second that.
All right, all in favor? Anna?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
And myself, aye. So the public hearing section of this meeting is now closed. Move on to board business.
Steve, you don't have to stay for this.
Pardon?
I was telling Steve he could leave.
Oh,
But this is so thrilling. I know he wants to stay.
yeah, unless, you got nothing better to do, Steve.
You're on mute.
And if
It's
you
okay.
unmute yourself, we can hear you. I didn't do sign.
So there's two changes to the fee schedule. We've added a fee for somebody filing an appeal that's for $300. And then the other change is because of the increase in postage for certified notices and legal notices to the newspaper, we changed those fees. So very minor.
60 cents, yeah.
And are those similar to what other ZBA?
Consistent with all the other boards, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So do we need to approve these?
Yeah, if somebody would make a motion to approve the change to the fee schedule.
I'll make a motion. Go ahead. It's all
No,
you.
go ahead,
Wait,
Dan.
Anna, you've done all the motions. Dan, go ahead, go for it.
Yeah, I'd
brother.
like a motion on this one. I'll make a motion to approve the changes to the fee schedule.
Do we have a second, Anna?
Fine, I guess I'll second it.
All right, all in favor? Anna?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
Myself, aye. So the new fee structure is approved.
And it does not look like we'll be having the next meeting because we haven't gotten any applications in, so.
So I did review the minutes.
Yeah, we have one. I was gonna say
Oh,
we
yeah.
have the minutes to approve.
And there was one, they list Jerry as and I don't think he was there. He wasn't. If we were all there, he shouldn't have been there, or, I mean, I don't know. He was listed in part and not in the other part, so if we take a look at that.
I would suggest that we carry that to the next meeting because I do not see approval of the minutes on the agenda.
Okay,
Okay.
And then, well, I'll have Nicole clarify whether that's accurate or not. Yeah.
Who was
So
it that
it
you said,
listed
Anna?
the- So it
Jerry.
listed people in attendance and Jerry wasn't there, and then he was listed as voting. I think it's just an error, like a cut and paste job. But I just, he
didn't
shouldn't
see
get
that.
credit for voting for something that he didn't vote for.
Good catch.
Oh, down at the last one. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, so does anybody want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn, unless Dan, you want to.
Nope, but I'll second it for you.
All in favor, Anna?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
Myself, aye. All right, thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Guys, take
Good
care.
night, guys.